All right, guys, unfortunately, here's another comment that deserves to be sort of picked apart. It's kind of a sad statement. You know, somebody's saying, why should you be active? Why should you exercise? Why should you stress your body? It's only going to raise cortisol. It's going to cause you to eat more and therefore shorten your lifespan. Well, a couple things about that. First of all, we know that when it comes to caloric consumption, calorie restriction, and a lot of people are advocates for eating minimal amounts of food in order to save our lives based on some animal studies. Realistically, we know that the literature in human beings generally supports calorie reduction has a net mortality benefit only in the situation where people are going from obese to non-obese. So if you're not obese and you're lean, you're active, you need to eat enough calories to maintain that level. It's not going to provide you any additional longevity benefit just by consciously always restricting your calories to the point where you continue to lose weight, get weaker, and so on and so forth. The other thing around cortisol, now we often think of high cortisol levels as negative, as a problem, and a lot of people are talking about, oh, you got to reduce your cortisol. Well, newer research actually shows that in many cases, higher cortisol levels are actually beneficial in many cases. It helps with mood affect, potentially has a longevity benefit. And so the research out there suggests that we can't just, sort of focus on one metric and say, oh, well, glucose always needs to be low, and LDL always needs to be low, and cortisol always needs to be low, and so on and so forth. There are reasons these things vary, and we don't know all the nuance behind it. So hyper-focusing on one biomarker in particular, or any number of biomarkers in particular, without understanding the full context is futile. And finally, what is the point of living? Do you want to be one of these kind of Wally World people where you just sit there like a big fat blob and everything done for you? I mean, the whole point of enjoying the experience around you is being able to physically participate in it. If we are just, as we get older and older, become more frail, more weak, more dependent, who wants to live that way? I mean, too many of you people out there are just, you're not living, you're waiting to die. I mean, this is what happens. Many of us, I've seen someone made this quote before, human beings are the only species that dies at age 25, but doesn't get buried till we're in our 70s. And some of you guys have that attitude. Well, why should I do anything? I just lay around and we are catering to that in society. You think about it. We basically cater to the sick. We cater to the disabled, and it's not that they shouldn't be taken care of, but we actually promote that. They're promoting illness, they're promoting obesity, they're promoting complete dependence upon the state, the government, whatever, and that is actually a horrible place to be. It is horrible for society, it's horrible to participate in that, and you guys, starting here, us, we're the ones that we need to turn this around. Remember, the government wants you, the corporations want you dependent upon them because that justifies their existence, and it's very profitable to have sick, dependent people. And independent, healthy people are just not that profitable. It's just as simple as that. So if you want people to profit on your illness and your disability and your weakness, then that's up to you. I am not going to be doing that. I suggest you do the same. Take charge, stop treating your body like a trash can. I'll say it over and over again. Stop eating the garbage that makes you sick. Once you stop being sick, you start engaging in the activities that are going to make you healthy. And physical activity is important. Get stronger, get faster, get fitter. Life is better when you don't hurt. Life is better when you're able to perform better, to able to do more things. You can enjoy more things. You can see more things. Because ultimately, that's what life is about. These experiences that enrich our lives, enrich those around us. When everybody around you is sick and unhappy, your experience isn't going to be so good. So anyway, ignore the sort of nonsense advice you're given. This whole, we've only got so many heartbeats and then we expire. That's all nonsense. It's not based on anything. Eat appropriately, fuel your activities, and be active. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.